Hi, welcome to Carolyn's Beauty Advice. Today I'm going to show you how to use Lime Crime Unicorn Hair. If you haven't checked out my other video that shows me getting to this point with Shea Moisture's dye, then check that out now and I'll put the little link above the video. I first used this dye to achieve this dark auburn color. It probably shows up kind of dark on camera, but it's actually kind of a plummy red color, which I really like. But I wanted it a little bit more funky, so that is why I used this first and then did not use the conditioner. I just blow dried my hair after rinsing and shampooing out the dye. Now I'm going to put on Chocolate Cherry in the Lime Crime Unicorn Hair. It's a semi-permanent dye, but it's not really a dye. They actually call it a direct dye, but it's really more of a stain. There's no chemical processing really that happens with this. It's kind of like your Easter egg dye. It goes on, it stains the hair, and then it washes out in so many shampoos. I like this dye. But I will tell you the truth, it is super messy and it will stain. It will stain your pillowcase, so make sure that you use an old pillowcase when you sleep. It will stain your shower curtain, it will stain your clothes if you're not careful. So the first couple of shampoos, I would just be really careful and use like old towels to dry your hair. But after that, you're pretty much in the clear. Maybe other colors aren't quite as staining as the chocolate cherry, but chocolate cherry, very staining, and you get like hot pink pillowcase, which is kind of fun, but it's kind of messy too. To get started, I just open up the jar. I've already used this once. The directions state that you need about 1 jar for your full head of hair, but since I have a very short cut, I've only used about 1/3 of the dye, and it worked just fine for the color results that I was looking for. You may need a full jar if you have longer hair. You may need 2 jars if you have really long hair. I'm only going to use about 1/3 of this jar today for this tutorial. So let's get started. First thing I recommend is having some gloves. I ordered mine on Amazon and they're super thick and they're reusable. You just wash them off and then you can use them again and again. I also recommend a color brush. I got this on Amazon as well. It has this nice long pick, which is really good for getting to your roots. I also recommend a wide tooth comb so you can comb the color through your hair to get even results. I also recommend covering your entire sink area. I've got a garbage bag covering my sink area right now because again, this does stain. Take extra caution when using this product. So let the fun begin. You can take this and put a little bit into a bowl, and that might make it a little easier for you. I've done this before and I've had just as good a luck with scooping it out with my hand a little bit and putting it on. So the first thing I'm going to do is just like I did with this hair color that I have on now. I'm going to start with the roots. Actually take some of the color and just get it on there. And this smells really good, and this is super moisturizing. So you'll get really nice shiny hair after using this. And I'm just going to start by getting it on my roots first and spreading it out with the brush. Be careful not to get it on your skin too much. If you get it on your skin, it's going to stain. It will come off, like if you're using like a Clairsonic type of a brush, or the toner. Toner does a really good job of removing hair dyes or stains. Also, like a little bit of rubbing alcohol. Just be careful with that because that can also dry out your skin. And I'm going to just apply along the hairline and along my roots, just like this. Get it on with my finger and then spread it out with the brush. And just keep doing this. If you are looking for all over color application, this is the process that I recommend. If you're just looking to dye like a strand, you would just probably use your hands and put the dye on the strands of hair that you wish to get it on. So I'll just keep doing this and then show you how I do all over color in just a moment. So I have the top done and now I'm going to do the sides. The sides of my hair are very short, so it doesn't take much dye. I'm just going to use my finger and the brush to get it where I want it. Again, watch the skin right around my ear. I'm just gonna dab a little bit of this on with my finger. I just turned 40, and I'll just tell you this, you're never too old to have fun hair. So if you want to dye your hair purple, dye your hair purple. If you want to dye your hair pink or blue or green or turquoise or yellow or orange, do it. You only live once, right? I've actually had ladies see my hair and comment that they wish they were brave enough to do a color that's kind of funky. My answer to anyone that says that they're not brave enough or they don't think they're brave enough or how could you be brave enough is you are brave enough, you just have to take the leap sometimes. And my idea is this, it's just hair. It will grow back, and if you really mess it up and you really think you've done a horrible job, go to a salon and have it fixed. But the cool thing about Lime Crime unicorn hair is that it is semi-permanent, and so it will wash out. So I have the roots and the sides and the back done, and now I'm just taking some of the dye and running it through the remainder of my hair. It's kind of like conditioner. You want to get it root to tip. If you do your conditioner that way, you may not. You may only do the bottom edges of your hair. Just get this on really good and then let it sit. The directions say you can do it anywhere from like 30 minutes to an hour to 2 hours. I usually leave mine on for about an hour. So I'm gonna leave this on for an hour. Be really careful where I go and sit. Maybe get a plastic shower cap to put on so I don't get it anywhere. And then I'm gonna rinse it out and show you the results. If you're not sure if you got it all the way through your hair, you can actually use a wide tooth comb and you can comb it gently through, just very gently to make sure that you're not pulling your hair out. It's all done and I love the results. Now just a tip, this does not show up as well on dark hair as it does on blonde hair. If you have blonde hair, be prepared because it's gonna be super duper bright. But I still love the results. It's kind of a cherry cola color, and in the sun it kind of glistens a little bit of a pinkish red and a purple a little bit, and it's beautiful to me. This is 2 shampoos later. The first time I rinsed it out, I did not shampoo. That's what the directions say to do. But then the next day I did shampoo, and then the next day I shampooed again, and it just starts coming out in the water. I always shampoo in my laundry room sink. That way it doesn't stain my shower curtain. So if you have a shower curtain that's white, you may want to be careful where you wash your hair. If you get any on your skin when you're using it, I just use Makeup Artist Choice toner. It's a mandelic acid toner, and any toner would probably work. Just put a little bit on a cotton ball and rubbed it along the hairline and along the neckline. So I hope you found this informational, and I hope you'd like to try unicorn hair on your own. Again, remember, it won't show up on dark hair as much as it will on lighter hair, but it still shines pretty great. The lights are shining down and it looks nice and cola-ish. Thanks for watching Carolyn's Beauty Advice. Bye! Visit Carolyn'sBloomingCreations.com